Good day everyone, I'm Angelica from Orkan. I'm 23 years old and I stand 5'6".
That's your measure, right?
Yes, sir.
How old are you?
I'm 23. I graduated from the University of Santa Tomas with a communication arts, from the communication arts program. I am the recent Miss Pampanga 2018 First Princess, and I am passionate about stories. I am a reader, I'm a writer, I'm a storyteller. I like listening to other people's stories and I like telling mine. I'd like to know yours.
You're a writer from Fashion Magazine, right?
Yes, my first job fresh out of college was at Mega Magazine, which is my dream job ever since I was 15. And so once I graduated, I really wanted to get into the fashion industry because it is the amalgamation of all of my passions: text, imagery, writing, lifestyle. So I really wanted to learn from the best of the industry, and so I guess I was fortunate to get it on the first try.
What's the best part about being Kapampangan?
Sorry?
What's the best part about being Kapampangan?
The Kapampangan culture spans from 300 years ago because once Pampanga was the capital of the Philippines, it was actually called the Pampanga Peninsula. So you have that sort of very good blend and unique blend of something that is traditional and cultural, but at the same time is modern, cosmopolitan. And as a Kapampangan myself, I really feel that combination of knowing what is traditional and what has been done before, but also knowing what is modern and knowing what is progressive and is up and coming.
Are you pure Kapampangan?
Yes, both my well, in a sense of speaking, my mother is a native of Pampanga. My father is from London, but I was born and raised in Pampanga my whole life. And the first time really that I actually got out of Pampanga was when I went to college here in Manila.
What's dinner like?
Dinner, it's very good. Every Kapampangan is a great cook, and I would like to say that I'm a very great cook. I think my boyfriend can attest to that.
Where's your boyfriend?
Well, he's not here yet, so I'm single, I guess. Well, he does say that. Sorry. Yeah, well, he does say that my cooking is okay, but nothing can really beat the original Kapampangan dishes of a Kapampangan grandmother. And I'm no grandmother, so I still have years ahead of me to master the craft.
Who won when you competed in the title?
I think I competed for Miss Pampanga twice. Once in 2016 wherein I won second runner-up, and then again in 2018 where I won first runner-up. I'm really grateful for my town, Lubao, and I miss Lubao, and so, they had me compete twice because I really think that they believed in it, and I really am grateful for being given those chances.
Aside from the Miss World title, what other crowns do you think you'd like?
I think it's really interesting that the Miss World franchise here in the Philippines offers a variety of titles wherein you can never say that any title is higher than the other. And if I were, not to be a good fit for the Miss World Philippines, I would say the Miss Supranational crown is a very, it looks good to me because, one of the previous winners of Miss Supranational, of course, is Mikaela herself, Miss Supranational, and I am inspired by her story. She is a provincial lass who got here in Manila, and now she's very well, very good. I think that really speaks to the, certain je ne sais quoi of the provinciana, because, they're from the province, and then they come here, and then they still shine.
It actually reminds me of.
Yeah, I've heard that before. So.
And that's good.
Thank you so much. Thank you. That's good to hear.
This is your first national title.
Yes, and second overall. The one and only title I've ever joined was Miss Mikaela, and this is the one. Thank you so much.
So you're really Zia, right?
Yes, that's pronounced Razaya.
Rizaya.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, aspirant number 47, Angelica from Orkan.
The beauty queen. That's why I joined Miss World. And I've always believed that we have a purpose in life. And I know that I will eventually find my purpose here.
First of all, thank you very much for wearing regular heels.
Yes.
We really appreciate.
Correct, correct.
Mas gusto ang ganda ng dating ko naka-regular
Mhm.
heels.
Nakaka-sexy.
Oo. That's turn off yung iba. She reminds me of an artista somehow. Hindi ko lang ma-pinpoint kung sino.
Talaga?
Oo. Pero hindi lang malinaw. Hindi naman Erich Gonzalez.
Parang nakita ko sa kanya si Tere.
Ay, pwede. Oo.
Huwag naman.
Hindi na nyo nagagawa wearing regular heels. Pag regular heels na rin.
Umaga. My name is Mikaela Leonardo, but you guys could call me Mika. I'm 24 years old, 5'7", and I'm representing the province of Parañaque City, where my dad is from. I am proud to be Filipina. Both my parents are Filipino, and the reason why I'm joining this pageant is ever since I was little, I've always wanted to become a beauty queen, and I could vividly remember packing my light blue Cinderella dress into my backpack, biking to school, and when it was time for picture taking, I would take out that dress and I would put it on. And my classmates were all just wearing their regular school clothes while I was wearing my light blue Cinderella gown. And
That's like Mama Ruth. Oh my God. Snow White gown.
yes, so my parents, they saw that I took interest in beauty. I was always wearing my mom's makeup. I was wearing her clothes. I was wearing her heels, walking around the house. And just like how birds were made to fly, I believe I was made to be on stage and perform. So there are defining moments in your life that make you who you are. And the second defining moment of my life is actually when my parents got divorced. And my mom, being mission driven, she introduced me and my siblings to mission trips, and this is where I developed my advocacy in evangelism and also medical missions. And we were able and fortunate enough to go with our church, the Grace International Fellowship, and recently in 2019 we went to the Philippines for another medical mission with the Hope Global Medical. And there are 5 lessons that I've learned. The first one is the pain that I experienced after the divorce was not worth the pain that our people here in the Philippines were going through, like poverty, malnourishment, lack of education, lack of health care. And the second one was the overflowing joy that I felt when I was in service to our people. And I discovered my passion for singing. I was able to serve and use my voice, and I was able to sing praise and worship at night. And the last one is I developed a heart of compassion for our fellow countrymen. And standing before you today, from Orlando, Florida, here to the beautiful island of the Philippines, in hopes of becoming one of your Miss World candidates. If given the title, I will use all of my talents and abilities that God has blessed me with, and whatever success that I gain, I would like to turn it into success and significance. And not even a COVID pandemic or an earthquake could stop me from pursuing my dreams. Thank you.
Mikaela, thank you for coming. I know you came all the way from the US, right?
Opo. Yes.
So, my question is, I forgot. Oh, sorry. No. Why Miss World Philippines?
Miss World Philippines, the beauty with a purpose is the main core of what you stand for. And I believe that I'm here for a purpose. And with any talents that God has given me, I feel like it's my responsibility to give back whenever and wherever needed.
What was your measured height pala? 5'7". Measured height?
Yes, measured height po.
You said you're into singing?
Yes.
You
Ah,
know what
wow.
comes up next?
Oh my impromptu, di ba?
Gonna get a
So-
sample.
Sample! Just for you. So, in this time of need, with the
Oh my
COVID
God.
pandemic, it is our duty to stand up for love. There are times I find it hard to sleep at night. We're living through such troubled times, and every child that reaches out for someone to hold for one moment, they become my own. So how could I pretend that I don't know what's going on when every second, with every minute, another soul is gone? And I believe that in my life I will see, oh yeah, an end to hopelessness or giving up or suffering. Can we stand together this one time? Then no one will get left behind. Stand up for life. Stand up for love. Yeah. Thank
Wow.
Thank
You
you.
just cry so early.
you. That's my goal.
Thank
you.
Thank you very much. Our applicant number 14, Stephanie Delgado.
How, that's your measure, right?
Yes.
And what's your age?
22.
What do you do? Like, can you tell
More about yourself.
I'm actually a graduating student of Doctorate of Dental Medicine from the University of the East, Manila.
Sorry.
And I'm just happy to share this with all of you because finally, after 7 years of studying, finally I'm closing this chapter of my life and I'm ready to open it.
Pero di ba 6 years ka ng dentistry? Bakit ka nag-7?
Oo, Red Hotel.
Because of the
Cubao.
pandemic.
Medyo magulo lang yung lugar pero
This is your first pageant?
First national pageant.
Okay.
Before I
Sige.
joined,
Thank you.
the latest pageant that I joined was Miss UE 2018. So it's been 3 years since I last joined.
Why did you choose Miss World Philippines over
Actually, I really had no plans on joining national pageants yet, but I think it was calling me. I think it was destined because when I knew that the Miss World organization is looking for its applicants and it has been extended, I felt like it's for me. I felt like parang kailangan grab mo na. Ayun. And luckily, graduating ako. So,
where are you from again?
Bila Laguna.
Babayan. Inulit mo lang eh kasi
Hindi, sure
babayan.
kasi
Joke lang.
because you were supposed to join meeting.
Yes, but it was postponed.
I was supposed to be a candidate there.
We were supposed to be batchmates, but I didn't got in sa Binibining Laguna.
Do you think you can beat her in that one?
It's nice to see you.
Nice to see you again.
And I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
And I am an environment advocate. I am the SDG 14 ambassador of 2030 Youth Force in the Philippines, which is a non-government organization founded by United Nations Development Program. I'm also the Environment Advocacy Coordinator of Streets to Schools, an NGO as well that focuses on bridging children and youth in street situations back to school by amplifying the global goals of the United Nations and the Children's Convention for the Rights of a Child. Aside from that, I am also currently a second-year marketing management student at the University of Santo Tomas.
What was your measured height?
I am 5'5".
So are you still studying now at UST?
Yes.
Second year.
Second year.
So but you're taking it online.
Yes, online classes for right now.
My nieces are both from UST and they're taking classes online. So how do you find doing classes online?
I think doing classes online is not very good for the student itself, although the teachers are doing their best and yes, even the university staff are doing their best, but for me it's just not a good fit since I like being with people. Especially during stressful situations, I want to be able to share it with my friends and classmates.
Any questions?
From San Pablo, Laguna. So the reason why I want to join Miss World Philippines is that I know that it will be a great platform for me or a good opportunity for me to promote my advocacy, which is the ABC program, Access to Better Healthcare program. I chose this advocacy because I'm also a registered medical technologist and currently a second-year medical student from the University of Santo Tomas Faculty of Medicine and Surgery. So I'm currently studying right now. But yeah, and the reason, another reason why I chose this advocacy is because I know that healthcare should not be a privilege. It is a basic human right, and Filipinos shouldn't be deprived from it.
What's your measured height, Pauline?
Here po. It's 5'3". In short.
Sorry, I didn't get your course. Saan yung course mo sa UST?
Medicine po. Medicine proper.
Ilang years ka na sa amin?
Going 3 na po. I'm going
You're still
3rd
doing
year.
classes, you're not under clerkship or internship yet?
No, not yet po.
So may time ka mag-pageant? Kasi di ba usually time-consuming ang pag-aaral mo eh.
Honestly, nga po, parang sakto because yung online po, and at the same time, I think the scheduled activities for Miss World, vacation po namin nung sa break namin. So yeah.
But should you win, will you be enrolling the next sem? Kasi syempre if you win, you will have to train for your international pageant.
Opo.
Break muna. Pwede kaya.
I mean, okay ba sa inyo, sa family mo, that you will take a break if you will pursue?
I mean, if I'm given the chance to win, if bibigay po sa akin ni Lord, then why not? Di ba? I mean, not everyone is given this kind of opportunity, so why wouldn't I grab it, di ba?
No other previous pageant experience?
I was recently binibining San Pablo 2021 in Laguna. Yeah.
Tapos do you have any experiences in modeling or
Yeah,
TV?
Yes po.
Yun, ano yun?
I used to model po sa mga local designers in San Pablo, Laguna. And at the same time, I also had previous experiences sa pageants po in UST as well, sa Faculty of Pharmacy specifically. Yeah. And sa school po, high school.
Thank you, Pauline.
Thank you so much.
Years old. I am a Cebuana, but currently based here in Manila as a practicing dentist. And a little bit about myself. I was into theater arts when I was in high school. And I joined a total of 3 national pageants already. Miss World, the biggest one yet. The first one would have to be Reina ng Aliwan. I joined it because it is one of my responsibilities as the Reigning Sinulog Festival Queen back in 2018. And the second one would be Miss Millennial Philippines in the noontime TV show Balaga. And this, I hope I would make it for my 3rd and the biggest pageant ever.
What's your height? Your
Measured height.
My measured height is 5'3.5".
You say you're practicing dentist.
Yes, I am currently a general practitioner of dentistry.
What got you interested in dentistry?
I'm sorry?
What got you interested in dentistry?
First, I have to be honest, my first option was actually accountancy, and then we proceeded to law. Very far, I know. Super layo. But then my mom wanted me to become a doctor. And when I was younger. I was 16 back then when I was choosing the career that I would take. And I just thought that dentistry would be the perfect balance between being a doctor and also still applying my passion in business, of course, because we all know dentistry is also a kind of business in the long run. I have no regrets though. I really enjoyed dentistry, and dentistry really opened up the doors for me in pageantry. So when I was in high school, I wasn't that much into pageants. I only started when I was in college. So I'm very grateful I took it.
And then you started pageants in college because what attracted you to it?
I'll have to be honest again. My teacher just the story between my first pageant in college. My teacher just told me I would become the muse of our school, and then I said yes because I would just bring a banner and walk around the campus or something. It's an inter-school thing, and because I was born and raised in a different city, I didn't know much about it, so I just said yes, and then I was just shocked that we had a rehearsal already, and it was already for the pageant, and then that was my first pageant in Cebu, and I gracefully won that pageant, and it captured my heart because I got to meet new friends and I got to meet a new family, the makeup artists that I work with, the designers, and it's a breath of fresh air, especially when you're in medical school. So it's really fun.
Which branch of dentistry do you enjoy most? Restorative, orthodontic,
I love surgery. I hope to become a dental surgeon someday. Yes.
So ano doon yung odontectomy?
Yes, odontectomy, and hopefully someday implants as well. You do know much. It's nice to meet the dentist here also.
No, I'm not dentist.
My bad.
Yeah, ako din, if ever I would love surgery. Yeah, kasi yan yung bunot-bunot at dugo-dugo.
Ayun yun.
Yeah.
So maybe we shouldn't show you the candy and all the sweets.
As long as you drink lots of water and you brush your teeth afterwards.
Yeah, and floss.
Of course.
So, di ba parang ganun, if ang hilig mo surgery, ang pinaka-hate mo yung paggagawa ng pustiso?
Gusto mo ba yun?
Most likely. Is that always the case?
I found that kasi from other people and from yung mga nag-YouTube content na dentist usually, di ba, yun yung pinaka-hate nila.
I think, sorry?
Periodontic yung paggagawa ng hindi.
Prostodontic.
Ang prosto yung paggagawa ng pustiso, yun yung pinaka-hate nila yun.
Yes, it's very tedious, especially when you're still a student kasi you have to do the lab works as well. I love the challenge in the operating room, so I really love surgery.
Is the challenge like bad breath? No.
No naman, it's mostly like the rush. I was told by my professor in college that in surgery you really have no room for mistakes. So yes, of course, but it's also applicable in dentistry. So most people know it's only in the hospital setting, but it's also applicable in dentistry, and so I love to take that challenge.
Thank you.
Thank you. My name is Shaila, 25 years old. I am a Cebuana that is currently based here in Manila, as mentioned yesterday from my first screening. I am a licensed dentist currently practicing here in Manila. And again, a little background about myself. I was into theater arts when I was in high school, and I've joined 3 pageants. I'm hoping to join the third national pageant this year, which is the Miss World Philippines. The first pageant was Reina ng Aliwan, and that was when I represented my beloved Cebu as the Sinulog Festival Queen, and the second one was Miss Millennial Philippines at Itbulaga, and hopefully I get in Miss World Philippines as well. height, my measured height is 5'3.5".
Then
5'3.5".
did you win in Miss Millennium?
Yes, I did.
You are practicing dentist.
Yes, I'm currently practicing here in Makati. It is a dental clinic which specializes in cosmetic surgery and implants.
Is that paid well?
Yes.
Okay, Dr. C.
Yes.
Great, Steve,
Yes, JOC.
my schoolmate.
Oh wow.
JOC is our
We finished dentistry. I finished dentistry.
sponsor.
Wow, it's good to know that I have someone who can relate to my profession.
What's
Dr.
your
Steve,
specialty?
I actually just recently passed the board exams last 2019, which is unfortunately the last batch to take the board exams. It is also one of the reasons why I didn't get to pursue any hosting or modeling gigs or showbiz gigs after winning Miss Millennial, because I went back home to pursue my profession because I was graduating at that time.
What school?
From Cebu Doctors University.
Very good.
What do you enjoy more, dentistry or showbiz?
That is actually a question that's been thrown at me for years now, ever since I was a student. But I always believe that a girl should not be made to choose what she wants. You know, if dentistry and pageantry fulfills me, I should be able to pursue both. And I think that's a good message also for the teenagers right now, that you don't have to stereotype yourself into being just smart or just beautiful. You can be both. You can be anything. Thank you.
Sorry, are you associated with any talent agency, modeling agency?
I do have an agency back in Cebu, but here in Manila, I have none.
But the one in Cebu, syempre concurrently, you still have an existing contract, of course.
No contracts. I'm very close to my handler in Cebu, so no contracts. She's Stacy.
Do you have any beauty camps man? Are you in KF Cebu? Or?
Yes, I've been trained by KF ever since I was 18.
Wow.
But it's my first time to be with the KF Manila. I've always been trained by KF Cebu, headed by our late Mom Jonas. I hope I make her proud.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Aspirant